Welcome back, tennis fans. We are back on Tennis Matters 26, and we are getting ready for two big tournaments, the WTA Finals and the Promising Finals for the first time in our academy. I'm excited for this. Now, the indoor season for Nathan has not been good. First round exits all across the board. I've tried letting his coach do it instead of me. It's just been miserable. So we're giving him a heavy workload here on the service just to try to get him up there further. I don't know what else to do other than just train him a bunch and see, because he's just miserable. Sydney had an injury, and so her injury saw the heart, going in the U.S. Open, after U.S. Open round of 32 exit. She's not been able to do much. Round of 16, then she had to quit on this one. Then she played one in the Hong Kong Open and lost in the round of 32. That was to try to get her something going as the number one seed and lost in straight sets. Not expecting a lot from her in these finals, where she is going to be matched up against Sabalenka. Where are we? Against Coco Gauff, Andreeva, and Anisimova. So that one's going to be tough. Lara Christina has been doing fairly well since winning the U.S. Open. Look at this, first in the Billie Jean King Cup, round of 16 in Ljubljana, and then a victory at the China Open where she went through. Let's take a look here. She had a bye, then she beat number 69 in the world, number 7 in the world in 3 sets, close ones as well. Then she went on to beat the number 34 player, then the number 12 player, Laura Sampson, then Coco Gauff in 3 sets in the semifinals, and then Iga Swiatek, who was the number 10 player at the time. And so that is awesome. She has the ability to do that. And then, unfortunately, right after winning, they put her on the early match in the Wuhan championships, and so she lost in the first round. After winning the first set, she was completely gassed, but still almost won in the third set, losing in a tiebreak. And that's unfortunate because Rybakina went out early, and that, who knows what could have happened there. Maybe another run could have happened, but she's good enough to get into the next gen finals. As we can see here, she was second behind Julieta Pereira. That's really, really good. Big gap. And then in the WTO final, she was just shy of getting in there even. And Sydney was able to hold on despite having the injuries going on. Elsewhere on the team, Milagros, round of 32 exit, round of 32 exit, round of 16, round of 32. So these have all been WTA 60s. Not the strongest. She's been struggling. Here, I forgot to show you as far as her abilities go. This is where she's at. We might be just training her as well and starting to increase the training also. Andre Scanlon, this is what he's looking like when he's in form. He's looking pretty formidable. He's ranked 210th. His season, lots of training due to a scheduling mishap. A round of 16 in a J3, round of 16 in a J3 to end the season. And we're actually going to increase this workload up to heavy as well, because he's got no matches left after this. And the same with Maria, who had a round of 16 in a J4 and in a J3, and then a victory in the Valley, the J3, to close out the season. Straight sets all along the board there. That one was an awesome, awesome win. She is one we are not going to be moving up to a heavy difficulty because her injury risk is already low. But we're going to try to build that serve with her up as well, really focusing on that. I know they all need the physical stuff, but we've added some academy figures since the U.S. Open. Everybody now has a physio. This is our newest one, Axopeia. So 16 in ability to provide care. That's super exciting. We've got this guy here, Nino Bill, who is able to coach her. And then, so things are looking good for the academy and the coaching staff on now as these other ones. So another year, Deanna Fritzman, she'll probably be let go afterwards. We'll see. So as some of these are going, we'll just kind of let them drift off and let them move on and upgrade as we go. I also need to really hone in on who can coach the best in some of these and maybe add staff that complement each other for each category. For instance, for physical training, find somebody who's really good at movement and really good at somebody else who's really good at physical, and then complement them with each other, but we don't want to stretch them too thin. In the sports center, we are looking good. Still losing money, but we have done quite a bit as far as now we have another player we have a spot for. The medical center, everything, we're done with this one for the moment. We've got all the big upgrades. The youth and scouting center, we have the youth academy, gets us 1% bonus. And we are working on the campus, which is not only going to give us a 3% bonus, but it's also going to get us quite a bit of money here, $20,000, so about $8,000 more profit, hopefully. And in the business center, we've got the conference room maxed out. We have a restaurant going on, which is going to increase us $20,000 potentially. We also have the hotel going to increase us another $10 or so, $15,000. Things are looking good for the money. Outside of the new staff hires, we were actually going to make a little bit of money each month without playing anything, but now that's not the case. So now it's time to jump into the end of the season, see how they play out. We've not had these finals before, so this is our chance for the next gen finals. Can Lara Cristina, who is in great form, she's feeling it, can she win these things? She's going up against number 28. Oh, and you'll notice Lara Cristina is number 10 in the world. So we have our first top 10 from the academy. Also, it looks like this is who we need to focus on as far as things that could go well for us. What do we start with, though? These are all ones that I don't like. Yep, see, they're all bad. Let's see how things go for us. But I would say Season 5 has been a huge success. We have our first 2 champions, but our first one from the academy as well after winning in the females. But we need to get some men. Nathan either needs to grow, but it's our recruits. Andre Scanlon is the one that we really need to see go up. He's our hope for the future. So 2 Brazilians here battling it out. Have not played each other yet. And Lara takes the first game. Then hits it long on the return. The return is something I'm trying to improve as well for Nathan. That is something that I think is a weak spot for him. Apparently not for Lara. She's launching the ball. Just can't keep it in the court. Too strong. It's like Major League. Too high for Serrano. Maybe you get that reference. Maybe you don't. Okay, Lara Cristina. 4-3. That's interesting. So they don't play as long. That's good to know. I didn't realize that. So 2-2, 3-3, and 4-3. Interesting. So the tiebreak has been going on there. Okay. Let's see how this goes. 2-1. Oh, I think we're going to another tiebreak. Oh, no, we are not. And Lara Cristina is going to take her first match. It's not as big a payday as Sydney could get us. Oh, wait, there's still more. Wow. Okay. It's best of 5. So now they've gone back and forth, back and forth. We're going to go all-out intensity on this last one. How is she doing on all these? She's got 11 aces. Her return needs work. Let's actually change that. Let's drop back just a little bit. Down the middle, just to keep it a little bit. Make sure she's not having to maybe do as much work on that return. She lost the first one. Won her held serve, and now she got the first point there, but she couldn't get the break. 2-2, 3-3. Now goes back to the tiebreak. And Lara Cristina wins the tiebreak. What a... Didn't know they were only playing to 4, but that one is an unexpected, pleasant surprise in the first round robin. And that's going to get us, I believe, for each victory, $30,000. So we're getting roughly $15,000 for that one in the academy, which we're already making money. So that's not the concern right now. Okay, now this is the big one. This could get us $200,000, so $100,000 for the academy if she can win anything. She gets us $25,000 just for losing, so that's not bad. But we want her to win, but she's in horrible form, horrible morale, but Coco's in horrible form too, so maybe there's hope. Not counting on it. Hopefully Sydney's got a surprise up her sleeve. She does show up. I did notice on Lara Cristina, one reason she maybe does well in the big matches is she has a lot of composure for her age. I'll show you after this match so we can see that's one of the big things I've not really paid attention to in the mental aspect. But those that we can't train, she's actually very good on. And so that's one reason why I think she's been able to do well in these big matches. Speaking of doing well, Coco Gauff is running Sydney ragged at the moment. Now, these are only 3 sets, so I'm guessing this is like the typical matches. And the juniors were just different. Wow, Coco was ready for that one. I think Sydney is about to get run over. I think she's on the tracks as the train is coming through. Maybe not. Maybe she's got a little fight in her. At least get some games. I know those count in the tie breaks when it comes to these. The more games you win, the more points you can get. Sets will help as well. All right, so we split 1-1, both holding serve. Sydney almost got the break there, which is encouraging. Almost lost the break. Oh, there she got the break, 4-3, but then gave it right back. 5-5, 6-5, and she actually took the first set. 5 aces along the way. She's first serve points 67% of the time, 79%. She's winning them. She's winning at the net. We're not going to change anything on that. Don't let go at all. You need to stay on her. Almost got a break to begin with. Held serve. 2-1, got the break. Held again, so 3-1. She's got the lead. 4-2, just serve out. 5-3. And she doesn't serve out. Instead, she gets broken at the end. Coco Gauff comes back. And in the tie break, Sydney takes it. We'll say that was one of the greatest matches we've ever seen, especially from you, Sydney. Well done indeed. Now, one thing we're going to do is I'm going to change the supervision here. So we will not be watching Milagros. Her coach is going to handle this. Hopefully, it'll go well for her. All right, we are back to the promising finals. So Lara Cristina, she can get one more. See, here it is. She's +1 on sets, only +2 on games. So she needs to do well against Anya Aurora, who she's beaten twice before in the 2 recent tournaments as well. So let's see if she can keep that trend going in order to... I think if she wins this, she'll be in good shape for advancing to the out of the round robins into the semifinals. And if Anya's going to make those mistakes, that'll help. And Sydney with the big ace again. And again, she's only, I believe, 19, so we have plenty of time maybe to get Lara up. She's standard in progression, so she's got a few more years before she reaches her peak. So, double fault by Anya Aurora, and she comes back with the ace, but Lara has a huge chance to take control if she can break her. Only now they're back to 30 love. 30 all, I mean. What a winner there for Anya. Right on the line. And she takes it. So they both hold serve. Lara does again. That's the thing we want. We want her to get those quick points. And there she wins 4-2. Again, I keep forgetting they play that quickly. All right, Lara wins the first 3, and then she takes the 4-0. That is a huge one. Keep it going. Win this one. 1-0. 4 straight points to do it. 2-1. 3-1, and she takes it 4-1. Look at this, 6 aces. Her return percentage was much better on the first. She's good at the net sometimes as well, so she's got a complete package. We just need to develop it to get her where she can really compete consistently. And Milagros knocked out in the first round. She did win a set, but then she lost 6-4, so she's struggling as well. Got to figure out what to do with her. As far as training goes, we're going to change this to medium, and we are working on an attacking game plan as well, trying to get that in. It's just to give her something to switch up. Let's go with the footwork again. This is something she needs to continue to improve. We already have the supporting grip going. We'll do some dynamic stretching. I like that. It's all the good stuff. She already did quick footwork as well. All right, here we go. The finals in Riyadh. Can Sydney pull off another one? So Coco won her second one against Andreeva. We're probably going against Anisimova, who has beaten Sydney earlier this season in the final in Italy in 3 sets, though, and they were close. And Sydney did win the first one 6-1. Let's see if Sydney can, again, rise to the occasion here. She gets this. She really needs to win this to have a good chance to advance to the semifinals, especially since Amanda and Coco are going to be playing each other after this. So they will offset, and then so Sydney already has 2 wins. I think she will be good to advance. So held serve to begin with. Sydney's hitting it long. And there, Amanda Anisimova hits it long herself. 30 all. Here we go. Amanda with the ace. And let's see, can Sydney battle back to get a break early on? It looks like it could be a match that Sydney can stay in. There, moving to the net definitely helped. Oh, but Amanda moves to the net herself. But 2-1, 4 straight points for Sydney. And then she almost got the break, 3-2. Sydney is fighting here, close to a break again. 4-3, there she is. Hey, she gets the break, and she wins 6-3. Keep it going. Gets the break 1-0. Holds serve 2-0, 3-0. She might book her place in a semifinal if she can hold this. She just needs to hold serve, but she doesn't do that. Gets 8 points in a row she lost there. Double faults. Let's lower the serve risk. Actually, hang on. There we go. All right, Sydney. This is to get... Let's increase the intensity. This is a chance to book a place in the semifinal. Pretty much guaranteed. Getting 2 match wins. But she's not going to do it. So she's going to need to get some help here and play really well in the last one. And I did mention, I forgot. So here's Lara, her mental attributes. So here we can see her composure is 16, which is her ability to play in a match under pressure. And her fighting spirit when things are in the opponent's advantage is 15. While her killer instinct needs work when she has the advantage, but she comes back and she can play well in the under pressure, which is really good to see. And that's only going to improve as her experience gets going. And Sydney, not horrible either. But you can see Milagros needs a lot of work. Our 2 amateurs, juniors, need it as well. And then Nathan definitely needs work too, especially since his just form is horrible at the moment, along with his morale. All right, Lara Cristina, she's going on to the next round. So we are going to just kind of jump into this, or she should be going on to the next round. We're just going to go through this one. She loses her first serve, comes back to win the second one. But that's not a good start. Loses her first one again. 2-1, 3-2. Things are not going well for her. She's got the aces. She's serving ball well. Net points are not going in her favor. So let's try to move a little back from the net and go step by step instead. Come on, Lara. 1-0. She at least started it 3-1. Oh, didn't mean to do that. And she wins 4-1 to come back. Takes another set. That's good for tie breaks. See if she can fight back and get another. There it is. 1-0, 2-0. There's that fighting spirit we talked about. 4-0 to sweep her. See if she can finish it off. 1-1, 2-1. She got the break 3-1 and 4-1. Wow, what a comeback. I said composure and fighting spirit is really there for her. And that is something amazing and awesome to see that we have that. Now, Sydney is right here Anisimova and Coco Gauff are playing. She's +1 sets. If she can win straight sets against Andreeva, she'll move on. She's beaten her in straight sets before. They were both really close, and they were earlier this year when Sydney was in better form. Oh, boy. Let's see. We really need a good start from Sydney. And that's a good start. Winning the first point's always a much better sign. Don't want to lose it when you're on your serve. Longer rally, and then Mira Andreeva sends it sailing into the third row on that one. But then a double fault by Sydney doesn't help. Let's go ahead and reduce this. Maybe move this up a little bit. Excellent job. Gets the first set, our first game, holds serve. Maybe now she can get an early break and let us rest a little bit, but I don't know that that's going to be the case. Nice cross-court winner, though. But Andreeva is going to win that one. So 2-1, Sydney gets it back. 3-1 gets the break. Can she hold serve? It's close. 4-1, she does hold serve. Oh, it's going back and forth now. She's given up a couple herself, but then she gets back 6-4 for Sydney. She's got those double faults. Net points are doing okay for her. Long rallies are definitely her forte, it looks like. Don't let her get her head above the water. Let's go. 1-0. Winning, holding serve doesn't get that one. 4 straight points on the second service game, though. Holding serve nicely, 4-3. Can't get the break, though. They're both holding serve. Oh, she gets it at the end, though. 7-5, and she should be moving. She should be moving on to the semifinal. I hope. And it looks like they both are. Lara, Sydney's going up against #1 in the world, Elena Rybakina, who is not in good form whatsoever. Sydney's getting a little bit better form. So maybe we could get something out of this. Be great if she can get to the final. But Rybakina does. Oh, she stomped her in the French Open 6-2, 6-2. Ooh. Let's see if she can set the tone differently in the semifinals of the WTA Finals. Look at the crowd, too. The one thing I really do kind of like is when you play in the early rounds, the crowd is not nearly as gathered, and so that's really cool to see as you advance in a tournament. More people show up. Sydney with some aces. Hitting it long. She needs to settle down. Except not on that angle. That's been perfect for her. And there we go, a winner again on the serve. Setting the tone. We like to see that. Hits it long again. The adrenaline's pumping. Into the net. Sydney's going to have some trouble here on the return game, it looks like. Ooh, what a winner. I guess, yep. She was going to lose that. And then straight. This is looking like the French all over again. Oh, she's got 3 this time. Better than she did in France. She's won 4. Okay, we're going to have to reduce. What is the return like? Oh, it's horrible. Okay, we're going to set this up again. Get that going. We're going to reduce these. Hopefully that'll help make a difference. Let's try the serve and volley a little bit more. Make things a little different on her. And see if we can pull something out. We got to go ahead and go full intensity. Excellent job there. The serve and volley worked there. She won her first game. 1-0. Held serve again. 2-1. She's picking up a few points from her. 3-2. Didn't pick up anything there. And Rybakina comes back to get the break. And that's probably all she wrote for Sydney. It is. But what a season. What a season for Sydney, making it all the way to #5 in the world at one point, finishing in the semifinals in the WTA. She'd bring home $216,000 to the academy there. We've got enough to do another investment. And yet her morale's rock bottom. Why would her morale drop when she loses to the number one player in the world in the semifinals? That doesn't make any sense. It should at least be okay, because what a season she had. All right, now we're going against Megan Knight, who they have not played. She's one that, she's been growing along with Lara. Lara is a year younger. She's got that killer instinct, or not the killer instinct, but she's got the composure. Both have fighting spirit. Megan's a more complete player, it looks like. But we're going to see if Lara can pull this one out. You're better than her? I don't know about that. I shouldn't have said it's formality, but you are in excellent form. Big serve to start. What a forehand that was. Megan was able to return it and then end up winning the point. Not what we wanted to see. What a forehand Megan has. She is crushing the ball. Hits it long that time. There we go. That's what we want to see. End it quick like that. Play well up at the net, and that is a very good sign for her. Oof. Man, she's good. It's going to take a lot for Lara to win this one. Moving to the net looks to be something fairly good for her. We might want to try to move to the net a little bit more. We're going to move to the net much more, actually, because Megan's forehand is really, really doing well. What a serve. All right. 2-1, held serve again. Oh, got broke and then losing the first one. Come on, Lara, come back on this one. Gets broke on the first. That is a rough go. 2-3. She doesn't battle back there either. How's she doing on net points? She's doing okay on them. Let's go back to the serve, and we're going to do more serve and volley. Come on. Go all in. 2-1. She's doing better at holding serve at least. 3-2, but now it's going to the tie break. Oh, she loses in straight sets again. Fantastic season for her. Nothing to hang your head on that one. We can be very proud of the season that the team had. Very proud indeed. And now we go into the World Cup. Let's see the results, though, for Nathan first and some other stuff. So she brings in 41,000. He 869. He's ending it. Absolutely abysmal where he's ending. But, and there's no changes on. Moved a little bit. Milagros has increased her footwork to 8. That's what we want. And then Andre Scanlon's increased his serve consistency and his volley. Volley's going to be important. He needs to get the return up there as well. It's close. And then Maria increasing her counter up to 9. That's really good. Get that return up. These 3 stats and these 3 stats are really key, I believe, in helping them really kind of get by until the other things can catch up there. I don't like her fighting spirit being a whopping 3. That's not good. But overall, what a good season for the team. Let's see as far as the results in the last year here. 5,000 points, 42-20, 3 titles for Sydney, over $5 million in prize money. Nathan only 7-22. Lara Cristina 64-16. Wow. 6 titles. And then Milagros 14-19. 25-13 for Scanlon, 2 titles, 4 titles, 34-11 for Maria. So she's got some hope for us as well. Let's take a quick look at the youth team. And this is going to be the one we bring in, Victor. He's up to 6'3", already on average. He's really well-rounded for the most part. We can get that volley up. The technical skills we can get up. I like that he's already up to an 11 in balance. That's really impressive. And he's got some of the good qualities that take time to develop. So that's good too, because we can develop everything else. So we are going to be bringing in Victor. The other one was Mitsumi, who looks like she's not bad. We'll probably scout her, keep an eye on her, but I don't think we'll do anything else. And as far as advancing the academy again, we're looking at doing the courts to increase trainers and to give us more bonus on things. And so I actually want to go ahead and no, I can't do the hard court yet. We're going to wait till we get an investment, and hopefully we can have time to get that in. Or we might do the clay courts to help us on the French, because we do need to win the French Open, and we could do that a little bit soon, but we want to make sure we have the balance where we want it, so we keep the board happy with us and get a bigger payday as well. So she hit her goals. And Sydney hit hers. Milagros hit hers. They all did except Nathan. Nathan really just sunk. And he sunk down a lot this season. He's got one more season with us for sure. We might, depending on what our youth team looks like, let him move on, because, again, the goal is to get our youth going as well. Okay. Evitmova, we are doing nothing with her, and we're doing nothing with this one. We will be replacing a coach and a physio when the time comes, when they leave. I'm not going to do it beforehand, because it always seems to be that we get somebody to sign and have to pay a fee because they're still there, and it happens to be one day apart before it happens. So Nathan hit his prize, $320,000 in prize money. Sydney, $300,000. Lara Christina, which will hopefully, I'd love for her to be out of contract. No, she's got another season. They all do. Unfortunately, because she's going to bring in big money next time. Sydney will bring in bigger money, because look at her fame is up to 11. Hers is up to 12. I'm nervous about what it's going to take to re-sign her, but we will re-sign somebody there. She has so many great qualities. Yeah, let's just compliment her before the next season starts. We've already, we'll keep working. She'll keep doing it, pay off in the end. We're going to improve our training courts. We just need to see what the board's going to give us. And so here we go. End of academy objectives. We did not get level 3 in the business center. We almost did. We are so close. We're a month behind. If we get that, I believe that will be enough. Oops. The percentages, I think that will get us up to level 3, but we're not there yet. And therefore our average is not there. We don't have that. So we got 3 of them, including the 2 main ones. That's the big thing. Finances, look at this. Tournament money. We brought in $5 million from the tournaments. That's fantastic. $1.3 million from the medical center. Now that includes a lot of expensive upgrades, so it'll be interesting next season. Nathan struggled. Sydney did really well for us this period. Lara Christina, we know, did. Look at this huge prize money. Milagros struggled, dropping a few spots. Andre Scanlon, for playing only once every 3 to 4 weeks, him and Maria are really climbing up the rankings, so that's really good to see. They're both young. And now, here we go. Victor, you, sir, are getting a contract. We're going to offer a pro contract to you. Mitsumi, we're going to evaluate. I guess we'll evaluate all of them, because why not? But we're not going to be giving them contracts. So we're going to offer a pro contract, let go. But I'd be interested to see what she's like. This is where, if Nathan's contract were up, we'd be letting him go and bring in somebody else. But I think we have women who are going to be able to do their job well. We just need to find the male who's going to be able to get to that next level for us. And Victor might be the guy who's going to do that. All right, so now we're into holidays. Let's get to where the board gives us what we want to hear. And then from there, we will wrap this episode up. But overall, very successful season for us. Can't complain. Here's our contract. Let's check out his profile. We know it. Really good. I know that potential says whatever, but that will change as we get him training. We'll get him paired with some good quality people as well. All right, so Evitmova has left, and Vasilika. So he was a 13 ability to provide care. We can do better than that, I believe. And I want to show where we are at. Ability to provide care. Can we get a 20? No. Let's look at the personal information. Okay, can we get a level 8? No. A level 7? Definitely not. What about a level 6? Paolo, 17? Nope. Level 5, Maya, 17? Hey, we have a shot here. 3 seasons, you got it. Let's give you a bigger bonus. We can afford it. Make her happy. Make sure she signs it. There we go. That is a nice one, potentially. Okay, now we want training. Motivation is going to be important. Let's just start with the highest experience level and kind of work down. Let's see if we can get a 7. Nope. What about a 6? Tactics aren't my biggest thing, but he's got good physical abilities. Nope. Physical abilities, I like that they can coach. I don't think we're going to get a 6. Part of it, I wonder because we have a better medical facility rating in the academy than we do the sports center. So she's got mental. Oh, man. Don't know that we're going to find. She's pretty good. Nope. Might have to drop to a 4. Like the hat, man. Thiago. Brazilian. Nope. All right. Can we get a 4? Okay, so he's 15, 13 in movement. $14 return. I do like the idea of a physical coach. Mental would be good too. He's pretty good in all of these. No. Are you kidding me? How can we not get any of these? Oh, okay. Here we go. 1 season, sure. Give you a little bit of a bonus. Make sure you sign with us. So that one, Marcelo Gutierrez, I like that he's got these. He's good management, good ability to motivate. That's good all around. Yeah, we've got all these that are not going to see us. And again, we're waiting for the board, see what they have to say for us. Who do we get any awards here? Lara Christina, best progression, top 100 entry, best progression in the top 100 was Sydney. Lara Christina, serve on fire trophy, number of aces, 465 aces. Excellent job there. Finished the season in the top 10. So no physio for either one of those. We are recruiting a physio. We only have room for 1 at the moment. I honestly think our next thing should maybe be save the money, spend the extra $8,000, get us the coaches and the physio so everybody has a coach, everybody has a physio. It would also let us have another player because we don't have the youth team yet. We'll figure that out. But then start into the business. Games won on grass, top 10. Number 1 in aces. Yep. She's going to get expensive. Campus construction is going to take 30 more days. That's unfortunate. But if ever that was going to hit, this is a good time for it. And we're still wanting to see. Okay, let's see this guy. How's he? See, Nathan should be able to compete with players like that. He's just getting him back up to par is going to be tough. Really struggling. All right, here we go. Nathan has some offers. Nothing really stands out. Let's go with A6. Nothing's going to make him much money. Who's our other offers? Victor. We'll just take the one that gets us the most. Not that it's going to matter that much. He's not going to be doing a whole lot. We will get you something soon. Wait, did Victor have a plus 100? He had plus 100% focus. His focus is up to level 7. Good. Okay, we got a new physio. We got a new coach. Those are going to be going to Victor. Victor is more important than Nathan at the moment. Board contribution. This is what we want to see. $467,000. And the goals, we will go ahead and set the goals, and then we will wrap this one up. So, Nathan. Oh, Nathan. Can you get to the top 750? Yeah, I knew you wouldn't like that. Can you get to a quarterfinal? Semifinal. He's going to hate me. Sorry, Nathan. You're already miserable anyways. Sydney. Ooh. Top 20. Yikes. Okay. Win a title. Wow, really? That dropped her also. Sheesh. Let's take a quick look at the rankings here in the WTA. Lara is at 4,200. She's got a okay. She's not really that far ahead. Just wanted to see that before going into her negotiations. Maintain number 10. I don't want these. These are things she should not be playing in. I'm not going to do those because I don't want her playing in any of this level. That's horrible. Milgros, 315 to start the season. Let's just go for top 300. There we go. Semifinal with those. I'll accept that if you will. Oh, she's not happy about that. Top 10 in Canada. We'll take it. Andre Scanlon. He's 86 at the moment. Top 50 is definitely doable for him. I think he's good enough to do that. Top 5 in the U.S. And then Maria, who's 44th already. Whoa. Let's aim for top 30 and see where she gets. And then Victor, we're going to do top 250 because we're not going to be going too much. Top 10 in Germany. If he wins early, that's going to be an easy one to get. All right, so there we are. We know we have the money. I think as far as the academy goes, we need more trainers. So I might do the bonus on one of these with the money and then save up for the sports headquarters. We've got more money coming in with the businesses pretty soon in the next month. So that's looking good. But I do think that, and the campus, I forgot, the campus is going to be coming on along too to start the new season. So I think our next goal is to upgrade one of these and then to unlock a new trainer, sign a new trainer, and then save up to get the headquarters and see where that takes us. Because again, we don't have a youth team yet, but that's where we are wrapping this one up. So next episode, we will kick off the season, see how Victor does, see if this top player potential, if he's going to be the future of the male section for the academy, if Andre is going to hold on to that. He's going to be competing in more this season maybe. And then see, can Nathan bounce back? Can Sydney hold her position? Can Lara take us to the promised land in another Grand Slam? Who knows? But thank you all for joining me on this one. It is going great. I do appreciate it. I appreciate the comments, everything, the feedback. And with that being said, until next time, take care and have yourselves, as always, an amazing day, and go out there and help somebody else have one as well.